Hello, everybody. I'm doing a series of short videos just describing the services that I offer. And this will be going onto my website, louiserhodes.co.uk, and obviously going on YouTube first. If this is where most people will find me first, this video. So how did I get into light language? Well, like everybody else, I sort of trained in various modalities for therapy, starting out with Reiki, and then had good intentions of keeping things formal and trained as a hypnotherapist and a counselor. And then I was getting past life flashbacks coming through on a daily basis at one point, and I knew I just had to do the training in regression therapy, and I found the PLRA, Past Life Regression Academy, and it was there I met Janet Trelaw, who's a direct channel Zachariah talking in English. And I went on her channeling courses, and that's where I first came across light language. And there was a lady there sort of talking dragon tongue. I'd never actually seen the light language until that moment. And the light language didn't come on straight away. It was on a shamanic retreat with my friend James that the light language really kicked in. And I was out of body. He was drumming and asking to bring in the ancestors. And yeah, deep meditation, basically. And this aspect of me, Anna, came forward. I was aware that I'd slipped out of my body, and I was like floating above my body with my arms folded, just watching myself in deep meditation, and my hands were moving, and I lay down, and then my feet were moving as well, and I started talking. There was other people with James. They did sort of tap him on the shoulder, and I was aware. I was aware what was going on. So, should we stop her? And James, bless his heart, a good friend of mine. It was only a small group anyway, and he just said, "No, let her carry on." And that was my first real integration of an aspect of me that I call Anna. And a lot of people are still very aware of Anna's presence in my energy. I see her as an Arcturian aspect of me, very much integrated now, and I hardly even notice her presence, I say, but other people do. And it's been a gradual process of integration of lots and lots and lots of different aspects of me at the moment, working largely with integrating dragon aspects. So and people they will have seen the changes. If you've seen me on YouTube, you would have seen the changes over the last 2 or 3 years, and the different energies that I channel. So with the light language, say it's mainly aspects of me that come through with the hand movements and the sounding. I combined that with, I guess, my regression therapy knowledge and just natural sort of things that I found that I could do even before doing the light language. When I was training in the regression therapy, I found out really quickly that I could spontaneously go into other people's experiences. Found that out with working as a doing healing sessions for my partner, and with one of my clients. She sort of phoned me up in a panic one day, sort of because she was having a flashback, and I literally asked my team. Obviously, did the normal grounding techniques, but I asked my team, after I put down the phone with her, and just said, "What can I do to help her?" And I was aware that I was in her current life trauma. I was certain. I'd literally just split my mind. One half of my mind was her, going into her trauma, and the other half was me as a therapist. And I just led myself through a regression therapy style session and released some of her her experiences, and sent her healing that way. And it felt very, very natural. Yeah. And it's an odd experience, but very, very natural. And then the light language came along, and very quickly I became aware that my team, and I call them my team, my guides, again, most of them are aspects of me. I think, yeah, 99% of them these days are aspects of me that work through me. Sort of a lot of external guides, as it were, have sort of moved away, and I'm aware that the vast majority are just me now. So I don't know why I'm suddenly going into light language. Anyway, my guides, my team, they take me into people's timelines. So be it current life or past lives, alternate realities, and clearing attachments. That's a huge part of my work. If people have seen me in session, especially in the one-to-ones, I can go deep into trauma. And if I'm clearing attachments or clearing pain and anger, it really can. I release it in some really quite extraordinary ways. And the relief can be instant. Of course, I do recommend with the light language that people connect to the healing and the support regularly. I mean, a lot of once a month is usually brilliant. It's usually a lovely way of sort of just ensuring people's progress. And if people do connect on a monthly basis, yes, there's healing, but also I can incorporate individual training, and you just learn so much about your soul's progression and your soul's journey by sort of doing this work with me. And it is by far my sort of favorite, and sort of what people know me for. Although I do the regression therapy and the counselling, between lives regression and hypnotherapy occasionally, it's the light language that most people are familiar with. So find me for a session. There's YouTube clips. This will go onto YouTube first anyway, and they're very accessible because they're only sort of 20 minutes long, so they're quite easy to sort of dip in and out of. But one-to-one sessions last longer, usually about an hour. Can be a lot longer if it's sort of there's tricky attachments. If people come to me with percurse work or known energy spirit attachments that seem complex, then I will allow more time. But every session, to be honest, with the light language also includes an element of energy clearance, grounding, stabilization, and sovereignty, making sure your energy is your energy. It's a wonderful way of working, and I'm so thankful that this has become part of my world. So I love it. Thank you. Find me. Bye for now.